Hi guys, I hope you well. My name is Caroline Kihugu and this is Carol on the Move YouTube channel. I am here to talk about some of the things I wish I did different once I started working. I started working at the age of 17 and now I'm 27. That is a 10 years gap. That's a 10 years experience and I feel like there's a lot I wish I did differently. And I've seen that there are people who watch me and are between the age of 18 and 25, though not much, but I feel like these are the same people who are entering into the job market, and I wish you do differently from me and not make the same mistakes. Well, I feel like the first mistake I did was getting too excited and spending the money anyhowly without a plan. The first salary I used to get 5,000, and I remember taking it all and buying a phone. It was a 55,000, I think, or thereabout. So I even bought a phone that was more expensive than my salary, meaning that I didn't have any left for savings. And all along, I feel like I've been buying things without planning for them, and I end up feeling like a failure, or I end up struggling throughout the month. I used to live like a paycheck to paycheck, which was a problem because I never saved. I did bad choices, if I may say so. Another mistake I wish I did differently is about savings. I wish I knew that even with the little I got, I would save and not just save it in the bank. Okay, it's okay to save money in the bank, but for me, I wish I learned about the money market fund before, because I remember when I learned about the money market before, I saved 100 shillings with Saiton, and I remember checking it in 2020, and I think it had grown to somewhere, I'm not so sure, but then it had grown, and I was like, wait, if I had saved like 100 bob every day, I would have better money because it would grow with time, and it grows monthly, so I would have some good money. So I wish I learned about such kind of things. Another mistake is I wish I went to school and finished college back then before starting my work, because if you want to study and you have people who are willing to pay for you for your school fees, kindly go to school. Kindly go to school. You might regret that word later. I did my first module, and after that I got a job. And like 2 years down the line, I was like, no, I wish I finished. I went to school. My time was not okay. Time haikuwa inaingiana, so I had a problem going to work, going to school, and along the way I remember I lost money because I couldn't make it to school. And still, because by then I used to work a 7 to 8 p.m. job, so you can imagine all along I am busy. I've paid the school fees, but then my boss got to a point that and felt like, unatoka before it's your time. And even when I started working in a more flexible job, still it used to be very hectic for me to move from one destination to another. It used to be so hectic for me to move from work and go to school. Sometimes you're so tired, and even when you go to class, it's so stressing. So I wish I finished school first before even thinking about employment, or took employment as a side hustle instead of quitting altogether. So that is a mistake. So if you have somebody paying your fee, please go to school. Please finish your studies. You might think that it's not helping, but then once you get into the industry, that's when you know that a little education is important. A little education is good. Well, they say that these days education does not matter, but then from where I sit, my friend, if you do not have education, it's so difficult out here. Yes, very many people are making it, but then we struggle. It's a struggle. And even negotiating for deals without a little education is also a struggle. So I think if you have some time and you have some money, please go to school. Please go to school. That is the only way we can end corruption. That's the only way we can end poverty. And that's the only thing you can inherit from your parents. Okay, maybe you have rich parents who will give you money, but then that is the first and most important thing you can inherit from your parents. So please go to school. Something else I learned earlier once I started working is, please learn a new skill. Don't just depend on your job entirely, because one day you might be sacked. One day you might not fit in that job, or one day your salary might be late. How will you survive? I was one person, this person who put their all in one thing. Like, for example, if I decide I'm working on a thing that is so hard for me to diverse, or what am I saying, it's really hard for me to like multitask. So learning a new skill along the way has helped me in a lot of things. I wish I learned that earlier. Something else I wish I learned earlier is, once you start working, please do what took you to work. See, the office gossip, the office politics will not take you anywhere, but they might even get you sacked. Like, for example, another day, which was yesterday actually, I went to prison, and I remember the person you were visiting, his story was kind of sad, because if you listen to the story, it was more of a person got arrested because of job politics and jealousy, wivu. Like, not everybody is happy for you. Not everybody is happy that you're working there. Not everybody is happy that you're doing whatever it is you're doing. So please do your work and go home. Something else I wish I learned earlier is, don't let people know how much you make. That is one of the mistakes that I've been making. Even now, letting so many people know how much I make and what I make. And these people plan your money even before you receive it. Like, they already know. So you get 10,000. And how much is your rent? Your rent is 5,000. Maybe you consume like 3,000. So you have like 1,000 or 2 left. These 2,000, I will start planning for it. You know what, Carol? Kindly give me 2,000, I will return. Kindly do this, kindly do that. So people cannot plan for what they don't know. So it's a mistake that I've been doing, and I keep doing, by letting people know how much I make. Another mistake I feel like I have committed, and have committed for a while, is about creating my social capital. You see, I've been this person who, okay, yes, I do create social capital, but I feel like I've been creating the kind of social capital that has not been bringing out the good from me. Like, for example, the kind of people I related with some time back were not the people like who will tell me, Carol, do this for a better tomorrow. Carol, do this if you want to do better. But then most of the time we used to be like, Carol, uko wapi? Si tupatane mahali fulani for sherehe. Like, the kind of social capital I made before was the social capital for parties. We never talked about money, we never talked about investing, we never talked about such kind of things. So I feel like we need to create the social capital that will help you advance and grow. You don't have to be around people who will give you money, but then surround yourself with people who will help you earn or make the money. That is one of the most valuable thing that I've learned. And even the job I'm working on right now is through my social capital, is through a friend, or through friends. He was my boyfriend back then. But through people all along. Even now the referrals are through people. So I feel like right now I'm creating better social capital than I did back then. And although I'm doing it better now, I feel like I've wasted a lot of money and time, generally resources, back then with the kind of social capital I had. I hope that made sense. I hope it makes sense. So if you are starting your job, kindly do better. Know that you can lose your job any day, so make a saving. Even I, who is saying that this right now, is struggling because of the bad choices I made then. The bad choices I made back then are haunting me right now, and I found myself in debt. So I'm trying to figure out a way to end these debts and make better life choices. Anyway, I hope that makes sense. If you're new here, kindly subscribe. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you very much, and God bless you. Have a good night. Till next time. Bye.